Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to get an easy under 10-minute full drugstore makeup look. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned and keep watching. So I've been using the same foundation for years from the drugstore. It's the Maybelline Matte and Poreless. I love this stuff. I like the matte one. They also make a dewy formula if you like more of a dewy look. And then I'm going to apply it with my Real Techniques blending sponge. So if anybody knows the Beauty Blender, I personally think this one is exactly like the Beauty Blender, but for way cheaper. Like you can get this at Ulta, Walgreens, anywhere for cheap. So I put a little bit of foundation right onto my sponge, and then I'm going to dab it onto my face like this. And then I use the flat side of the sponge to push it and blend it out. I am in the shade 122 Creamy Beige when I'm not self-tanned. Right now I am not self-tanned. When I am self-tanned, I'm in 220. So there's a really good shade range for the foundation. So I'm just using the flat side to blend, and I always like to put some on my eyelid too, because it's good for that to match your face as well. And I also drag it down underneath my chin. Then I'll get the forehead. Just like that. This is a buildable foundation too, so if you want more coverage, you can definitely add more to it. I usually just do one layer when it's every day because I'm a teacher and I don't need much on my face. So I follow it up with the Fit Me matte concealer. This is number 10 in Fair. I also use the one in Light. It just depends on what's available in my store at the time. And I really like to conceal under the eyes and highlight the rest of my face. So I usually draw like a triangle, drag it under each eye. Just like that. And then I put some on my forehead to highlight, down my nose, right above my lips, and on my chin. And then you can also use this to conceal if you have any blemishes or dark marks you want to conceal on your face. Then again, I used a flat side to blend it in. Highlighting is nice because it makes your skin look like it's a natural, like, sun-kissed glow. So when I go to contour later, you'll see that it looks like where the sun hit your face. And then when you're highlighting, it looks like that's where, you know, your natural highlight would be on your face. So I use the flat side for my whole face, and then I use the pointed side to blend under my eyes. I get right up under there, and I just dab it in. I like to drag it underneath, and then I also like to drag it on top of my lid. So if you can see, it definitely gives more of a highlighted look on this eye than if you look up on the top of the lid on that eye. So I'm going to do the other eye right here. Probably make the funniest faces when I'm doing my makeup. Okay, so my face is done. Now I'm going to set it. So I also use the Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder. I'm using 130 in Buff Beige currently. I like the matte look like I mentioned, so I always like to set my face. You don't have to if you like a more dewy look. I use a smaller brush, swirl it in, tap it off, and I push it right up under my eye so there's no creasing underneath the eyes. Same on the other eye. And then I use a big face brush to get the rest of my face. Dab it in, tap it off, tap on top of the lid. I like to tap it in to start just because I feel like then it won't swipe away any of my liquid. And then you can afterwards do a big swirl just to make sure you have everything in place. Okay, next I'm going to add some color back into my face. And to do that, I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Contour. This is in the medium to deep shade, and this is nice because it's like a one-stop shop. You can have your bronzer or contour, your blush, and your highlight all in one palette, and it's easy to travel with. So I start with my contour. I'm going to use my brush, rub it in, tap it off, and if you're not sure where you apply it, if you make a kissy face, you can see right there in your line where it should go. So it should go right underneath your cheekbone. So I usually start on one side like that. Then I'll bring it up to my hairline. You definitely want to blend it into your hairline and do the outer edges of your face because that's where the sun would likely hit if you were actually outside. I do a little bit down my nose, and then I do it under my chin. And I'll even drag it down to make sure it's blended in with my face. All right, just like that. Then I use a different blush brush to go in with my blush. So I swirl it in, tap it off, and I just kind of dabble it onto my cheeks and bring it back a little bit. This blush is nice because it actually does have a little bit of a glow in it. I usually don't like blushes that have any shimmer in it, but this one's really natural. So you don't really have to add a highlight unless you feel like you want to. I'm going to just to show you how it looks. So the highlight in this one is a really good one for every day. I have other highlights that I like to use on the weekend, but this one's good for every day. So when you apply your highlight, you're going to go right above your blush and you're going to bring it up around your forehead. See the highlight there when the sun hits it? Same on this side, and bring it up. You can add a little to your forehead, you can add some to your nose, and above your lip too if you want. So then I like to take a dual fiber brush and I like to blend it all out. All right, when you blend it all out, it just ensures that it's a nice clean finish. Then I take a little spoolie and I brush out my brows. The brow products I usually use have a spoolie attached. The one I'm currently using does not. I am using the Maybelline Brow Define and Fill Duo in Blonde. So I am not a brow expert by any means, but I definitely like to fill them in. So I start here. I draw a line to drag it in, and then I kind of do little motions to draw a hair like. My brows are uneven, so I just try to make them look as even as possible. Then I like to set my brows. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. It's in Blonde, and it's a filling fiber. And it's a good way to make them look very natural. So I'll just brush it through like that. I'll use my spoolie again to brush it through. All right, and then my final step, during the week, I don't even think about eyeshadow or anything, and I use a lash serum that has made my lashes crazy, insane, and really long and beautiful. So I just curl my lashes and apply mascara. So I'm going to use my eyelash curler. Okay, and then I'm going to use the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This is my new favorite drugstore mascara. It does start to dry up a little bit and get clumpy, but it's really, really good. Then I just like to apply a couple coats. Perfect. And then a little tip, because I know what happens if you get mascara underneath your eye or above it, if your lashes are really long, don't touch it wait for it to dry, then get a Q-tip and it will wipe right off. If you touch it when it's wet, it's gonna smear and mess up your makeup. So then I just finish off my lips because I always like to have something on my lips or else I feel like they're always dry. I love this Essence brand. You can get it at Ulta. They're like $2.99. And I just put a little on there. I like to get the natural colors for every day. Rub together. This is in number 6. And then if you like to have a little gloss on it, Essence also makes this shiny gloss. I just tried this the other day because it was on major sale for like 99 cents. And it adds a little sparkle. Just like that. So that is my everyday go-to easy school makeup look that you can achieve with all drugstore products in less than 10 minutes. Hope you guys enjoyed. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.